We're by the Fireside. We've just done a radio show. Check it out, the Jimmy O Show on Spreaker, the Fireside special. Anyway, with Mr.
Special guest, Mr. H.
You're part of the furniture, you're not a guest. Guest implies you're only here temporarily, unless you're trying to tell me something. Yeah, basically, if you're a big music fan, I advise you not to watch this video if you're a music lover. It's about the great conspiracy of music. The original concert pitch for music was 432 Hz, basically. Now, research was done back in the US Naval Center in the early 20s, funded by the Rockefeller Institute, and they proposed, based on their findings, to have concert pitch of music changed to 440 Hz. This was pushed forward as an idea by Joseph Goebbels from the Nazi Party. Bear in mind, 432 instruments from the dawn of creation had been tuned to 432. It was the natural. It's what we resonate at, apparently. Anyway, it didn't get pushed far. It didn't get made a worldwide concert pitch tuning till 1955. But the difference is in the 8 Hz, 7 Hz, whatever it is. I don't count. Is 440 Hz. It inspires more aggressive behaviour. The ability, it makes you want to work harder. It also inspires more antisocial behaviour, basically, whereas 432 Hz is more healing. It's harmonious as it's in sync with your natural frequencies. So it's also 440 Hz has been, they reckon, is damaging to the DNA. Now, I don't know what any of you think of this. I'll just throw... Mr. H, have you any thoughts on this?
Well,
load of old crap or what?
No, because there could be something in it. Because you think about it, if you're like in your car and you're listening to some aggressive rock or rap music, your driving becomes more aggressive. They've proved this. And yet, if you tune into classic FM,
yeah,
you find it's quite tranquil.
A lot of classical music, I believe, is still recorded in 432. Now, there's various videos on YouTube of vibrating plates with sand on. Now you can watch these, and they have them at different frequencies. The ones at 432 produce really harmonious, beautiful patterns, where the ones at 440 don't.
Right.
Also, it has enough. When water is exposed to music such as heavy metal, it has a really negative effect on it. Now, I'm not doing a Bible bashing, burn your guitars, but we're seeing as we're like 90% water. When you listen to loud rock music or loud dance music, you do feel it. You can just feel something inside yourself. You know what I mean? But me and Chris D, hello Chris. Chris recently tuned his guitar in his studio to 432, and we had a jam. I sing on it, but the feeling you get off the music is a lot. It might sound bizarre. It's a lot richer. You can actually feel the music within you, and it feels good.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I don't think it's psychological. John Lennon is meant to have. I've read. I'm not sure if some of you can verify this. Please help us out here. As always, feel free to question these videos. Is purported to recorded the song "Imagine" at 482 Hz, which is a frequency which is allegedly supposed to promote feelings of love, or the love frequency.
Yeah.
It all sounds like science fiction, basically, but the universe is made of just sound, frequency and vibration.
Yeah.
And what a genius way of controlling the populace would be was through music. You know what I mean?
And it would be needed. You think about it, if that was Goebbels' way of changing it, it would have been needed for the Nazi war machine to make the German people more angry, and it would have suited them, as bombing started off and war was slowly turning against Germany. It would. I
know you're well up. Mr. H is well up on German, war history basically. But you see that the elites and the people were always using this hidden knowledge that we don't know about, when we kind of take for granted. You know what I mean? In a way, I wish I'd never found out, because now I listen. Now I listen to a lot of music, and I can't really enjoy it as much as I feel it's like it's harming me. Because most music is recorded in 440. Some is still in 432. But like I said, me and Chris D tried this out. If you're a musician, try basically tuning down to 432 and see for yourself if it feels better, if it feels more harmonious. I don't know what frequency that fucking plane is tuned to, but that's making.
They're
anyway.
Listening to us.
They've got fucking bugs and all that. But yeah. Go away now, research this, and have a think about it, and let us know what you think. As always, we're open to suggestion, we're open to contradiction. So,
what about have you heard about the one with the music industry and the Illuminati? I'm sure that's another video, but there is a conspiracy theory with that, isn't there?
Well, if you take away the Illuminati name and the bank. These elites rule everything. The music industry is owned by the banking systems. When you go to a record deal when you get a record deal, all they're effectively giving you is a loan. They'll advance you so much money. Now, if you're an artist, you don't think, fucking hell, I'm going to buy a Ferrari now, a mansion. I'll have strippers around my house every night. You have to recoup that money. You have to invest that money, and if you don't, there's many artists we're going to break big and we're advanced, and they're probably working in fucking Morrison's now.
Yeah.
They'll never pay it back. The whole industry it's what we talk about. You'll only get on in them specific industries if your face fits and you fit into the agenda of things. All these industries don't want people who rock the boat.
No,
you know what I mean?
Industry's the same.
You see, it's an illusion. Ozzy Osbourne singing Rock and Roll Rebel. He has an accountant. He pays his taxes. He's not a rebel.
No.
He's purporting this illusionary idea to kids. You know what I mean? That this is Ozzy's a rebel, and and they will live their lives in more rebellious ways. You know what I mean? They reckon Sid Vicious bought into the idea of the New York Dolls heroin lifestyle, didn't he?
Yeah, he did, yeah.
And they most of them survived, and then you just fucking, you can buy into this myth, but it's just a myth. There are not anybody who has signed a record deal is not an outlaw or a rebel.
No.
You know what I mean? Because they've complied, they've sold the soul. Anybody who's ever signed a contract has been fucking ripped off.
Well, the film industry, the old studios, Paramount, RKO, all them kind of thing, MGM, they literally owned the artist from cradle to grave. And if you died under contract, I think it's Paramount's. Again, somebody will prove me right or wrong. And that edges right onto Forever Hollywood Cemetery, where a lot of these are buried. And when they had the funerals, the immediate family had no say over it. The film studio orchestrated it like a film, and there was all these photo opportunities. It's unbelievable now, you won't get that. They literally owned you from cradle to grave. Then
you get into like these artists were mind controlled. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that's another video altogether. But like I said, with regards to the music industry, it's controlled, and there are only certain artists who won't rock the boat but can also make a lot of money, and anyone who signs a record deal will be exploited. They'll be chewed up and spat out by the entire entertainment industry, as the world is run by the devil. and you have to accept that if you're working within the confines of it, and it can make you nasty and bitter because of all the nastiness.
Well, the thing is, your
stuff that
Cowells
goes
and
on.
that, you know, your Simon Cowells, they've just taken over where your Louis B. Mayers and that have left off.
Well, he's just a fucking. He just takes people, doesn't he? They have to give him 50% of their earnings.
Oh,
I think the contracts are signed in the known universe, not just for Earth. So I don't know. I don't know what the fuck he knows about. You know.
Yeah, well, you're into Scientology type.
They use people. You know what I mean? And they're famous for so long. Then they're thrown to the. Then they end up in Butlins. Then Butlins don't want them anymore. So they end up fucking doing a pub for 30 quid. And when you've done a fucking stadium for a few grand,
yeah,
and then you're doing fucking Little 15 in Pemberton for fucking 30 quid, it's a bit of a... Him that band Liberty X, there's one of them from there, he ended up doing fucking pubs there in Wigan. That Kevin, whoever his name is.
Yeah.
You know, it's a big come down. It's just an industry that uses and abuses. But back to our initial... Check out the 432 Hertz conspiracy. You know, have a think about it, and we'll go now.
A bit of a tangent there,
because this video has been like 8 hours long. Hello again to Chris D, and hello to everybody who subscribes, and see you later.